Anything we can do before a song to increase the children's anticipation will increase the children's engagement with a song and lead to deeper learning. Probably the most effective way of achieving this is to do an activity before the song where the children are predicting the content of the song. Here are some ideas. Choosing words. We can provide words that may or may not be in a song. Before the song starts, they can choose which of these words they think will be in the song and make a sound or perform some action when they hear one of these words while listening to the song. For example, they could stand up, raise a hand, mime the word, make a funny face, run to stick their word on the board, make a silly sound, or ring a bell. Put in order. We can provide the children with words, sentences, or pictures, and the children try to put them in the order in which they think they will hear them. They can guess either individually or as a group. As they listen to the song, they can rearrange the order if necessary. Mix up the words. We give the children all the words in a song, and the children try to sort out the words. They can do this either individually or as a group, and in the same way as with the previous activity, they can rearrange the words as they listen. You may need to pause the song sometimes to allow time to do this. A theme or category. We can give the children a theme or category that relates to a song, and the children can brainstorm words for that theme or category. If the song is about a zoo, the children can brainstorm zoo animals. If the song is a phonics song that focuses on the phonics family E, the children can try to think of words such as tree, green, or bee. Prediction drawing. The children draw things that they think will be in a song. For example, we could provide 10 words that might be in a song, and the children could draw pictures of 3 of them. Or we could give the children a theme or category, and the children can draw pictures of things that fit the theme or category. They can also write words next to each of the pictures if they are able to do this. Prediction bingo. The children can write words they think will be in a song in a bingo grid and play bingo while listening to the song. One way to do this is to start with a writing activity where you give the children a lot of pictures of things that might be in the song, and the children choose which words to write in their bingo grid. Alternatively, instead of getting the children to write the words, you could give the children cut-out words that they place on a bingo grid. Many songs don't have a lot of vocabulary, so with these songs, it is usually best just to use a 3x3 grid, or have quite a lot of free squares in the grid. Treasure hunt. In the same way as with prediction bingo, the children can write or place words on a treasure map. The map can have squares with positive or negative points. If one of the words on the map turns out to be in the song, a child receives the points for the square that the word is on. This same kind of game can be played for other themes, or with any grid that has squares with positive or negative points. Activities during a song. We can continue to build up anticipation while the children are singing or listening to a song. A simple way to do this is to omit some words and invite the children to guess what they are. Or pause the song sometimes and invite the children to guess the next words in the song or what is going to happen next. There are many other activities that children can do while singing or listening to a song. Here are some examples. Actions. The children combine actions with songs. This is one of the most effective ways to use songs, especially with younger children. There are some songs that have clear actions in the lyrics, but almost any song can be combined with actions of some kind. Word reaction. When the children hear certain words in a song, they can touch cards in front of them, or move and touch cards in other parts of the room. They can stand up, they can clap, or they can shout out, or perform some other action. The children can all listen for the same words, or each child or team can have different words to listen out for. An alternative is for a child to have one or more cards and hold them up when she hears the word for that card. Children can listen for colours, and when they hear red, they need to touch something red. Or they could be listening for adjectives, and when they hear the word big, they can touch something big or shout out something big. It is often necessary to pause a song to give time for some of these reactions. Gap fills. The children have the lyrics of a song, but with words missing. They try to write the missing words as they listen to a song. It is often necessary to play the song a few times before the children can complete the gap fill exercise. Alternatively, the children can do the exercise after the song has finished and try to remember the missing words. Notice mistakes. This time, the children have the lyrics for a song, but with some or many mistakes. The children try to correct the mistakes, either while listening to a song or after the song has finished. It is best to use as much humour as possible, and to have worksheets with spaces between lines for the children to write the correct version of the song. After a song. In the video Music in the Classroom 2, I looked at the importance of integrating the content of songs with the lesson or course language targets. To achieve this, it is important to follow up any useful language in a song later in a lesson, or come back to the important language points in future lessons, not just sing or listen to a song as an isolated activity. Important words, phrases, and grammatical structures in a song need to be recalled periodically by the children. In my case, I would include these points in games and puzzles. There are also other activities that children can do after a song, such as answering quiz questions about the song, drawing pictures to illustrate the song, or writing out and illustrating the lyrics. They can also try to write an extra verse to a song. Another simple activity is to be an absent-minded teacher, or to have an absent-minded puppet who tries to remember a song but makes mistakes. The aim is for the children to correct you and sing the correct version. Games with music. There are a lot of great games that involve music. Here are some examples. Statues. The normal way to play is for the children to move or dance around with some music in the background, and when the music stops, they need to freeze. One way to integrate this game with language targets is for you or one of the children to call out a word or phrase while the children are moving around. Or you could write the word or phrase on the board or on a screen, and when the children freeze, they need to pose in a way that illustrates the word. A variation is to call out or write a category instead of a word. The category could be animals or fruit, or a phonics family such as E or R, and the children freeze in the pose of something in that category and call out what they are. Another alternative is to start calling out words from a category. When you call out a word that is not from that category, the children need to freeze. You might call out bear, rabbit, snake, cucumber. In this version, there is no need to also stop the music. Act out. The children move or dance around with music in the background. When you call out or write a word or a phrase, the children need to dance around, acting out that word or phrase. For example, if you call out elephant, they may stomp around. If you call out window, they could mime opening a window. It can be fun to gradually make the words more challenging and, of course, get the children to take turns to call out words. Musical chairs. The children walk around a circle of chairs with music playing, and when the music stops, they try to sit down. In the traditional game, the number of chairs is gradually reduced, and the children who can't sit down are out. There are various ways to play musical chairs as a listening activity. With most of these variations, it is not necessary to remove chairs or for children to be out. One way to play is with cards on the chairs. The children need to sit down on cards that fit a category that you call out. They can either sit down as soon as you call out the category, or the next time the music stops. This can be used for categories like animals, and is also an effective way to practice phonics families. You could call out R, and the children need to sit down on a picture of a car, a shark, or another word from that phonics family. Or you could call out a word such as tree, and the children need to sit down on a picture of a word from the same phonics family, such as bee or chimpanzee. It is possible to play the game with 2 or 3 cards on each chair, so that there are more chairs that children are able to sit on. The game can also be played with questions. You or one of the children can call out a question, and then call out various incorrect answers, with humour if possible. When you call out a correct answer, the children need to sit down. You can call out a question based on a story, song, dialogue, or picture, or you can just call out a general question. Hot potato. The children pass a ball, toy animal, or some other object around in time to the music. When you or one of the children stops the music, the child holding the object performs a language task. The language task could be almost anything, and could involve speaking, reading, or going to the board and writing. In a large class, there can be more than one circle of children. When the music stops, one child from each circle can perform a language task, such as rushing to the board and writing something. Passing 2 bags. The children are in a circle and pass 2 bags around the circle in opposite directions. The bags contain pictures, letters, words, or sentences. Have music playing. When the music stops, the children holding the 2 bags draw one item from the bags. If they match, they are put aside. If they don't match, they put them back in the bag. The aim is to take all of the items out of the bags. One bag could contain letters, and the other bag anchor words. Or they could match words and pictures, sentences and pictures, two pictures of things from the same phonics family, or anything like that. There are, of course, a lot more activities that involve music, but I hope you found these ideas helpful. In the next video, I will look at how children can learn phonics through songs.